are, once again. All right, my name is Andrew. I am Avarem on Discord. I am the creative director here at ShinyCami.
And I'm Cami. I am the community manager here at ShinyCami, and you might have seen me around as ShinyCami, just Cami, the Swedish princess cake icon that shows that is my forever icon and that I love. It's really great to see some first-time chatters in the chat. Hello, hello. And what are we doing today?
We are playing Monster Train 2. We are going to show off a new clan that we talked about earlier this week. We're going to see what we get. And yeah, should we?
Yeah.
Let's bounce on over.
Let's do it.
We are, as usual, going to be kind of careful about showing spoilers. And if we suddenly disconnect from the stream, we accidentally did something. So we still can't do events today, but we are going to play the Lazarus League. They are mad scientists. They want to mix things up, such as with the secret ingredient card here. And yeah, they get to draft kind of new and powerful cards, upgrade them. I guess we can really just dive in, unless you've got. Ooh, I don't want to. Yep, I'm tapping things. Unless you got more you want to say about
no.
this.
Oh, okay. So right now I have a random clan as the ally clan, but I wanted to leave it up to a vote. If anybody in the chat has strong opinions about which allied clan they want to see today or see me play today, I'll give everybody about 30 seconds. Shout it out in the chat.
Okay.
As we Pyroborn. All right, first one.
All caps.
All right, we got that.
We got a few more levels during on it anyway. Looks like.
Yes. All right.
All right, 2 Pyroborn.
I got coming in 3. Let's see.
No wins yet.
No wins yet. So let's do that prediction. Let's see.
Oh, are they gonna say if you're gonna win?
Yeah.
Oh.
We gotta.
Sure.
I know.
That's so rude last time.
Okay, let's see. Okay. Will I? Shoot, I should take these out before. Shiny win the run. All right. Heck yeah.
30 seconds mission period. Right.
No, I'll give people a minute.
A whole minute.
Whole minute. We haven't. All right.
We're making them pay attention. Right.
Yeah, I gotta.
See if we got any more.
Gotta see if they're. Oh, and.
Second Pyroborn champion.
Okay.
Yeah, we can swap that secondary. We can go Bloated Whelp, which we did win on. It's gold.
So pretty. Fantastic. We already got some questions. Can you say if the game will have alternate mid bosses like the original?
Yes and no. It will have alternate, I guess, like right now, Archeon and Kale are the only mid-bosses, but they have variants. They each have 3 variants that you'll face off against. Post-launch, we'd love to do a little bit of some updates, and so maybe we'll get to do a few more. We'd love to. Under Legion says it's Tanglicious. Not this week. Under Legion still under wraps, but at some point.
At some point. Also, let me know if the sound levels are good. I know we had some difficulties, and also we have somebody who's just so kindly decided to play the trumpet outside today.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
So I gotta make sure yeah. Let's see.
What's the lore? Says Rapvar. I am personally actually not a lore expert. I don't know. Do you got any lore tidbits for?
I have a little bit, but I don't want to reveal too much.
Okay.
It is in the cards when.
Okay.
And also,
we'll leave it up to them.
That's another blog post that I want Brian to write one day, because Brian's sort of like the lead designer for the Lazarus League. But basically, you know, there's like these. I'm not going to call them insidious, but sort of like power-hungry scientists.
Mechanicians.
And yes, exactly, that are always sort of testing the limits.
Okay.
Of science and magic. We can hear us crystal clear.
Finally, solved it all. All right.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna get?
All right, let's see.
So that's a new one for sure. Not the Lost Luggage, that's old. But the Nefarious Overflow. Unstable explosions deal twice as much damage. And unstable is if a unit's hit points are less or equal to the stacks of unstable at the end of the combat, they die and then explode on death. Actually, I think any death they explode, dealing damage to equal to stacks. Enemies on the floor.
That sounds complicated. Okay, wait. If I gotta reread this. If a unit's HP is less than or equal to unstable. Okay, I know what unstable is. At the end of the combat, they die. That's fine. Oh, I see. Okay, so if I deal unstable to an enemy unit, Okay, and then it will deal damage to the other enemies on the floor. Sorry, I'm talking out loud just to myself so I can understand. I'll try that. Let's try it. Why not? Overflow. Okay. MT2 releasing the same year as the new Frankenstein movie.
And we have questions. What are the inspirations for the design of Heaven or the Lazarus League champions? Right. I mean, Heaven, obviously, we sort of did a bit of a classical, and we always liked, you know, and we reference a little bit the, like, biblically accurate angels. We stray away from the Bible, you know, we're not here to fight God, literally fight God or anything. But we sort of like the mythos. We sort of like those ideas of, like, kind of the freaky angels with all the wings and the eyes and stuff. And especially with the Titans and the Titan modifications, we wanted to lean into, like, yeah, these are they could be kind of scary, and especially in this context, very scary. On top of that, we just threw in some of our own elements. We obviously threw in some kind of human figures, some bird elements to it. We're like, oh, they got wings. They're kind of bird-like in our world. Again, to kind of mix it up, to give us their own spin. And for Orechi, I mean, we really wanted that classic mad scientist look. Grafting is a core mechanic to the clan, and arms and other appendages. They are doing what they want in the pursuit, or, you know, anything they can in the pursuit of self-improvement. So speaking of craft, we do have this Twisted Assistant, which is a core mechanic. Basically, they come with equipment buffing them. So this is plus 20 attack, trample, and on strike gains rage 3. And so they basically come with that equipped directly on them. And you're going to want to get them killed, or not, you know, they're still strong by themselves. But if you get them killed, you'll get that equipment that you can apply to something else.
If I do this, for example, it'll kill all of these because of trample.
Trample.
Which is great.
Always
I love that.
Good.
And how about, I'm going to show off Mix since we've...
Right.
This is the... Alright, so, Mix.
Here we go.
You want to talk about it a bit? You don't want to talk
about
about it? You don't want
your
to...
turn.
Okay, so these are just two of the options, right? That mix. There's other ones as well.
You'll get to modify them as you mix more if you don't play it.
Yes, exactly. So I'll do that just to show it off. I'm gonna do unstable because this is gonna be an unstable run. Okay, so I'm gonna use this with Nefarious Overflow. If I do this, so it would apply unstable, then deal the 4 damage. Which would then...
I don't think... yeah, then explode, yes. You're right, correct.
And then it'll deal damage to this guy,
yep,
but more.
10 damage, doubling it because of your artifact.
Boom. Love it. Alright, these guys are all gonna die.
Alright, so I'm gonna jump back to chat, see how we're doing out there. Exactly, Johnny me boy. Yep, you can use it for what you got, or you can keep applying more to it. I believe they do stick around. Yep, it's not discardable or copyable. They'll stick around across turns. Obviously, we're also playing on Covenant 3, which is harder than the base, but, you know, you're doing all right.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Why did this guy... What did I do?
So, I believe Strike is giving him Rage.
Love it.
Yeah, and he's getting that for every target he hits with Trample. So that's really paying off.
Okay. Sure. I'm gonna give a few little buffer zones here.
Alright, this might be overpowered. Battle's not slowing you down. Alright, there we go, a little damage. So, yeah. Okay, so we got questions. If you hit the undo button, do you get the same outcome from a mix card? I believe you should. I know we've had to like look at some RNG stuff.
We can test it out right now.
Test it out right now, so we're gonna find out if I have to go ask the team to do some work.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Obviously with undo and some randomness, we've had work to do to get that all working right, but we do our best. Oh, use your abilities. Alright, how are we doing here?
Well,
Alright.
this guy. So that this guy takes more damage. And
yeah, a little regen might not hurt, I don't know. Drop
well,
one. Oh, he's not even gonna live.
no, I'm not even. He's gonna die first
Yeah,
round, so.
he's basically no hit points left.
I guess I'll just put some. Actually, if I put unstable on this guy, what happens?
You find out.
I don't want to find out. I don't want to find out. Thank you, no thank you.
Alright, so those units died that had those backs, and now you get to graft them onto your units, which is a good reason to put them on lower floors. Alright, here we go. No problem.
Yeah.
Oh, where's our votes at? Oh, we got a heck nah.
Yeah, nobody believes
a little,
that I'm going to be
heavy
able
on the
to.
heck nah.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got some new cards. We'll pause here for a second, go over the new cards we're seeing. So this is all new, the explosive reaction. Apply unstable 25 and deal 5 damage in that order. So, like with that effect you had earlier, that's going to do 50 damage to everything if you kill something. That's not bad. Pseudoscience randomly applies lifesteal to reanimate 1, which I believe we've talked about, but reanimate, and you've seen, yes, reanimates on certain bosses and certain enemies. Or spike 6, or the Vampire's Tooth graft on the Sanguine Assistant.
And so this one also, when it dies, it will
Same
right
thing.
exactly.
Give it right back.
I'm gonna do this because of the nature of the run
Okay.
and the builds, and this might be good because if enemy units take damage from unstable, this would amplify that or increase it. Right?
I think so, yes.
Yes. All right. Well, then I will do that. Not really gonna go for Dragon Forward.
How many backs can one unit hold? Asks Ratvar. 1 back. Equipment is limited to a single, like all equipment, you can only have 1 piece of equipment on a unit. So, ability the hook hand.
So I can advance an enemy unit and then apply daze to it.
That's right.
Okay. But only daze 1, and it has
Only
a
daze
cooldown.
1.
All right, I'll try it out. And
Right, so, you know, grafted units you don't necessarily want to upgrade, but
maybe this guy?
sure.
He's pretty powerful. Giant Doctor.
Giant Doctor says, I think not this, the
Large Stone.
Plague Doctor.
Plague Doctor.
Right.
Huge.
So the damage dealt, yeah. So you want to buff the damage, get more unstable.
That'd be pretty good, actually.
You don't want it to die. Meat Hook is a particularly horrible looking creature. Yes, we did. Obviously, there's still some aesthetically pleasant or cute even guys in this clan, but the Meat Hook is a meat monster with a hook, so they're just kind of gross. Can't get around. Yeah, that seems good.
All right, and that's all I got.
You can ask art-related questions, sure. We can do our best to answer. You know, sometimes art is just art.
All right, let's see.
We also, just for what's worth, and you've probably seen, right, if you don't mind, actually right-click on a card. Right, so we have different artists. The game operates a lot how other CCGs do the amount of cards that we're making, the amount of game assets we're making. Like, a lot of Magic the Gathering cards, for example, use a bunch of different artists. And we go to them and we're like, yeah, we want you to add your own style to it as well. So the game has a bit more of a range of artistic styles than maybe other games do. And that's why you see certain things that look a little bit different, because they use different artist styles as part of it. Now, we try to, of course, bring everything into a coherent whole, but we still expect some level of variance as a result.
This is the first time that I've noticed that these eyes move.
Oh, yeah.
And that is horrifying.
That's terrible.
That is absolutely awful.
That's where he keeps his eyes.
That's, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. Okay. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I want to kind of apply...
Oh, they big.
Tons of unstable from the get-go. And this one doesn't have a trial, right? Oh, it does.
C. Pieza asks, my absolute favorite question, will we see Monster Train 1 factions at one point? DLC, free content update, all sorts of things. Right now, that's just simply not something we are really talking about. I will say we've got little things in the game that we might not even talk about up to launch. We want to have our little mysteries. So, we have a bunch of events and other content we're not going to show, and some we are going to show. I don't know what we're going to show before launch. We've got a little more than a month. We've got a bunch more of these streams to do. We'll see what happens. But, yeah, you know, sometimes you just have to play the game and see what we put in there once it's out.
So as you can see, so I'm using this ability, so unstable every time I'm using a spell card. I'm getting unstable. That is so... What is this thing again? Okay, again.
Right.
Do I have regen? Yes.
Daxie was wondering the main inspiration behind Lazarus League. Yeah, I mean, like, definitely sort of, you know, the classic dark monsters, you know, the Frankenstein, but like the sort of Universal Pictures Frankenstein. We were in Discord chatting a little bit with folks, and we were talking about, like, oh, you know, we did think about werewolves at one point, but it was too much Luna crossover with the moon, and, like, the team didn't like, oh, it's like a both clan unit. So, yeah, so mad science and strange monstrosities and twisted assistants. Like, we have, like, an assistant subtype across the Lazarus League, so there's assistant units, and they can get bonuses from things or be used for things. Johnny Boy's Graft summon effect or different trigger. Graft is its own thing. It's its own status effect that basically says that the equipment attached to them will bounce back to you. Did Orechi get a publication on Meathook peer reviewed? I really doubt it. I don't think they peer review much in the Lazarus League. The overworked assistant is very funny.
I think I'm going to use this guy. I want to show off as many
new things as possible.
as possible.
Great.
And I'll do this. This would be really great to put on my front unit. And let's do, okay, no event. No, don't even look at it.
Right, all right, don't click on that.
Yes, look at
There's
this
another
guy.
meaty golem for you, and there's the Hydra Armed Horror. This equipment is removed, gain multi-strike 1. Equipped, the equipment is removed, yeah. So you basically feed the Hydra Armed Horror your equipment, and then they get multi-strike.
I like that. I also like this guy. Also another eye that moves, terrifying, but I'm going to try this
Gilda
one.
been showcased already. Yes, we played Gilda, I think it was 3 weeks ago now,
Yeah.
on the stream. And at this point, we are like going to be constantly revealing new content every week. That said, we are down to 1 clan left to reveal, so we will have a chance to go and play some more. Every clan has 2 champion choices. So I think we'll have a chance to do a little bit of repeat. But all right, so you're explosive reactioning. You're all in on that.
Spell chain would be nice. So what is, okay, spell
Some
chain
of the
again.
monstrosities remind you of Doom enemies. Yeah, they're definitely, you know, on the monster demon side. There's a lot of sort of meat creatures in Doom.
Okay, I don't want to.
Careful.
Okay. Yes.
Gotta reach over. I don't know what button to push. I'll push all of them.
Okay.
Click on that.
Like in an elevator when somebody just
Exactly,
like pushes
like,
all the.
oh, that's the worst. And then you're in the elevator with a psychopath.
All right.
Or
Okay.
child, I suppose.
So I'm really conflicted. I want to put this guy with Orechi on the first floor so that I can win and prove everyone wrong. But I do want to show off Meathook.
You want to prove everyone wrong?
I
Great.
do want to prove everyone wrong. So let's do this.
Yeah, Meathook, chunky. We do gray out. Yeah, we just fixed this. We gray out abilities during deployment phase when you can't use them, and also I just noticed something.
All right. So let's show. There we go.
Don't mind me. Whenever I'm typing, I've noticed a bug. Don't worry about it. We'll fix it. But yeah, grayed out abilities. If they get silenced as well, it no longer is a black circle. They're not grayed. Will we show the second Lazarus champion today? Probably not, unless we lose really fast. We just usually don't have time. Happy to show it, but we're going to try to do a real run, and we get a little focused at the end. June, do we have a bet? June Coriel says, do we have a bet at the studios? Who will click on Celestial Octo first on stream? We're trying really hard to make it no one. There will be a point probably when we'll be open to it, but we've got some secret events that it's not time for us to be revealing just yet. I'm very excited to have them revealed, but you'll have to see There's going to be a number of updates. We've been doing our updates on Steam, so if you follow Monster Train 1 or 2, but hopefully you're following at least 2, and you probably follow 1 because you played it. And if you haven't, check it out. We'll be posting there. We cross-post on Discord as well. We post out links to it. Yeah, so we'll be showing those pretty soon.
Speaking of links,
hit those links.
All right, Steam, Discord, come say hi.
If you're here, you're probably
probably you're a part of it. But hey,
you gotta make sure. This is what you gotta cross-post. Yeah, all right. So
all right, wait. I don't want this guy to.
Oh, Orechi's hoity.
He's really okay.
And you can still blow up those. All right, we hooked him. Yeah, blow that guy up. Nice,
there we go.
Nice.
And regen. No, okay.
All right. Plague Doctor looks like he's dancing. It is kind of dancing. It's very excited about all the plague. I think this Plague Doctor is spreading the plague, probably not curing the plague.
Regen.
Can we turn off screen shake? I believe it is possible to turn it off. Actually, it's kind of screen shaking a little more than I expected. I wonder if it's like the purges. Maybe we should like tune that down for this clan a little bit. Yeah, that's mixed screen shakes a lot.
Let's see. Is there?
I think it's under accessibility.
Okay.
Camera shake off.
There we go.
So we'll turn it off for now, and I think probably for mix we should find a way to have it play less, just in general.
Yes.
All right. What's that? What's the variant doing on that can? You can mouse over that guy.
Oh, sorry.
Rage on Siphon. Is he missing his trigger? Did we break that somehow?
Maybe. I'm
He's
not
supposed to
gonna
lose
complain.
it when he goes into... Chat, tell me if I'm missing something. Alright. Supposed to lose it when he goes to Relentless. Maybe he was already in Relentless there at the end, actually. That's why he didn't have it. Is the ability button on? Yes. So you can actually also click that. But yeah, that shows you when your units in the train have abilities you haven't used, because people were forgetting to use them, and we got a lot of F8s. Double-edged bear. Yeah, this guy. I like this guy's design. He looks cool. He's just got a bunch of juice going on. And the hulking mass also, kind of the same vibe. We got the juice, the meat guys, and the juice guys in the clan.
Okay, so this guy doesn't say that he has reanimated, so I have to apply reanimate on him, right, in order to get this?
Yes, that is correct. So
okay.
Yep. You need
so
to find a way to get reanimate on him. Yeah, the new unstable keyword, good question for the people who came a little late. Basically, if an enemy has less, or I believe equal to, hit points as the stacks of unstable, they will explode and die at the end of combat. And when they die, they explode no matter what, dealing damage to all enemies in that room equal to the number of stacks. So unstable basically counts as damage and then also explodes and deals even more damage. So you want to make as many enemies as possible unstable, and with as much instability as you can get. So yeah.
Okay. Why does dualism why am I allowed to put dualism on stuff even if I can't?
A good question. There's a lot of debate about this. Should it be allowed? Should this be legal? And the answer is basically you can add things to them that use it still, such as other upgrades, and that's slightly strategically interesting and enough not to kind of protect people necessarily from doing it. So you could add like, yeah, other upgrades basically, even though you probably shouldn't mostly.
That would be good. I put this guy in the front, and then I just let him die. I get armor 24. That's not bad. I think I'll do that, and then I'll save my monies.
Yeah, if there's no green, there's no boost yet. Exactly.
Unstable 4.
Okay.
Always.
Stacking it.
Just. Sure.
All right. And we have our Ajax, who I believe has been... I actually don't think this is the one that's in the demo. I haven't played the demo in a while, so... But it has had some updates as well.
This guy first.
Alright.
This guy, I'm gonna put this guy in the front. Have a little bit of room for some of the assistants.
Wow. Oh, pretty good floor.
Yeah. And do I want to put it in the front or in the back? Okay, sorry. Remind me, this guy, when he hits, he gets rage. Wait.
Daxie asks, question, will there be any changes to characters such as our Dune to make him look more appropriate? Why does he look like just a dude? We have been making some tuning adjustments, and we may make some more. That said, sometimes guys are kind of more just a dude than others. And sometimes we, adopted some of those art styles that make guys look a little more like just a dude. Does come with the territory of making as much content as we have with as many artists as we have. But that said, we've updated some things that we didn't think were quite right, and we may still in the future. Especially post-launch updates. We are always open to making more changes. Although I know our Dune's abs are getting some fans out there in chat, so I've seen it.
That's the marker of success, isn't
That's right.
it? When people start...
Just wait for the Monster Train dating sale.
Okay, so I want this. I want to start putting...
front?
Yes.
Because you want to pull it off. You want him to die.
I want him to die because I want to put... Right, if I understand this correctly, Hydra Arm Core, the more equipment I put on this guy, and they can stack. The more multi-strikes I can get.
I believe this one actually gives just multi-strike in general, right?
But wouldn't I get double multi-strike?
I believe you'll lose the equipment itself when you put it on the Hydra. But it's still good equipment. You could put on a better unit than that. You could put it on, for example, you could put it on your Plague Doctor and get them to have multi-strike.
Oh, that'd be nice. Okay.
So it can still be, yeah.
I'm just trying to try this out.
Right. We're just doing science here.
The science. Alright, starts. No.
Here, maybe let's go to 3 arrows just to give a little more resolution.
Oh, yeah.
You can almost hold the right mouse to speed it up. That's a mean floor. Some of these are really mean floors. Alright, there you go.
I don't want this guy to take as much damage.
Yeah, you're really cleaning up.
Maybe I play this game.
Right, all the time. One of the experts.
Alright, okay, so let me try this. Okay, so now...
Right.
Okay.
Yep, and then it gets destroyed.
Okay. But if I put another equipment on it, so like, for example...
It would get destroyed again. Yeah.
Wait, this guy doesn't... I don't get one from this. Okay, well...
Oh, does he not have one? Oh, he has reanimate. That's what his thing is.
Doesn't die? Yeah.
That is so much unstable. That is pretty good.
I love Unstable. Unstable is fantastic. Ooh, yes, okay.
Frozen Yak Man, this is a good question. Does reanimate trigger summon triggers when it fires? I want to say we removed that. I actually haven't played the clan in a month and a half or so. And I know it used to fire and be really good, and I think it was maybe too good because we had to nerf summon. Someone who knows, one of our testers probably knows, who can help us in the chat, where we're at these days. A few of the other designers on the team own this clan more than I do, so they've been making changes.
I want this guy to be really beefy so that I can get a fantastic multi-strike. Right, endless. And then if I put this guy in the front and keep...
Yeah, Unstable will always do damage to the enemies, I believe, as well.
I think that's actually all I'm going to do for now. I'm gonna keep saving my monies.
Saving your money. Alright, haven't seen
Oh, I hate this one, but I'm gonna try it.
Instant. Try
that
it.
and the
Instant, take it.
penitent one is the worst. Okay. Let's try this.
Oh, my guy's big.
This. I'm gonna put this guy
Yeah, the steel shops have more options than they did in Monster Train 1. That is correct.
Okay, so this. Oh, hello. What happens if I keep? Yes. Oh.
You guys can get big. Endless grass, endless disappointment. If it says, wow. There can be cases when you don't want it, but when you can just feed your Hydra armed horror here. Oh, the enchant.
Oh, shoot.
Yep, they're gonna get you every time. Although they're gonna die.
Oh, actually, wait. If I redo this. This.
You do have so many cool events. I was just thinking, show them, but one day.
Okay, so I'll still lose, but not as much. I don't think it's worth it. My other units, I think that these guys can survive.
Monster floor. You thought there. Oh, Daxa says Hell Descent, Hades 2 style, and on Endless you go back and forth. We actually did sort of think about doing a map for Endless, but in the end, it just let us do a little more with it, not to have one, basically. Who knows? You know what the future might hold. We've got really some fun ideas for other game modes, even and things we can do. Would love to get to do it. You know, obviously very focused on launch right now, but there's some stuff that we like the idea of. You're ready to lose them.
I was.
Okay. The Hydra Armed Horror. Friendship lost with the Plague Doctor.
Well, somebody
Hydra
had
Armed
to go.
Horror is
I was
the
like,
new, yeah, alright. Yeah.
oh, I shouldn't have done that.
They just don't have unlimited multi-strike like your new bestie here.
Yeah, my new bestie.
And obviously the enemy in this case also gets to get some reanimate. Johnny B. Boy says, just to clarify, it's launching in 1.0, not EA, right? Yes, we are in 1.0. That said, we did some free updates, and we eventually did a paid DLC in Monster Train 1. We'd love to do it again. That sort of thing all depends on how launch goes, though. So we are very focused on launch being great and making sure we get to do some big updates later. Hearts LOVs. What are our guys' favorite new clans? As game director, I like not to play favorites, but other people can play favorites if they want. Do you have a...
I do.
What's your favorite?
I like the Under Legion.
The Under Legion, the only one we have not shown y'all yet.
But I do like the cat in here. So,
right.
Yeah.
Right. We do have the cat. Right. We haven't seen the cat yet. Might not happen.
Might not happen. We'll see. I'm going to keep doing equipment.
Harsh Hell, if the equipment gets destroyed by Hydra, does it go away for the battle or the run? I believe just the battle.
I don't need to heal yet, so I'm okay. Oh, I love it. Everybody in the chat is putting up some really cute cats.
Right.
Absolutely love it. I am going to... What am I going to do? Okay, this might be a little counterintuitive, but I think I need more of this that has a spell chain. Well, you guys will have to see. You'll have to see.
Ooh,
or sign up for the newsletter. I think I revealed a cat
artifacts.
in the newsletter.
Oh, you did? Okay.
I think so. And I have some new reveals also. Some further reveals coming up in future newsletters.
Deepwood Oil is actually pretty good for your strategy.
Let's see. Oh, tortoises are adorable too. Sorry, which one did you say would be good? Deepwood.
Well, every time you equip your Hydra, they'll get 10 armor.
Are you helping me win?
You know.
Are you going to try to help? Okay. Ooh,
Shattered
and also
Halos.
only rares would be fantastic.
You know.
Spells in hand. Let's do that. See, this is why you keep your gold.
Right.
And
you get every artifact in the store.
There we go. Okay.
Life Insurer.
Draw an equipment card from your deck. I love that. Let's do that.
Yeah, equipped is the action, not the state in this context.
Okay. Let's put this guy first. Also get this from the beginning. And this guy
Banger alert. Yeah, what's the song? Oh, I wrote the tail. It's the tail. Right. Whoever did Orechi's laugh did a great job. I will let them know.
I can't root a boss, right?
I believe not.
That'd be nice if I could, because then I could just keep dealing. Alright, fine.
Alright, yeah, despite the nitpicks, wildly successful launch. Thank you. Yeah, no, you know, we appreciate having discussions, friendly discussions about things. Games like this are very big, and there's a lot going on. We can't always do everything the way everyone wants it to, but we hope everyone has, obviously, a great time playing it. End of the day, we want to make sure the decisions are interesting, things are fun. There's a lot to do, and there's a lot to do. Especially once it's out. Can't play the game for another month is your only complaint. Yes, my complaint too. Although we still have a lot of work we want to do. So we are glad to have that month of time to keep polishing things. There are so many interactions between different mechanics in this game. There's a lot of bugs to keep fixing, a lot of balance to keep doing. We talked about it before. There are only 10 covenants in Monster Train, down from 25, but they are, we believe, and I believe that the discussion today we were just having is that they are officially harder than the max level covenant in Monster Train 1. So that's our goal. We want about 20 to 30% harder. Basically, yeah, people are better at the game, a little bit of higher challenge, but also hopefully a smoother progression. Every covenant adds something interesting. You're kind of learning as you go. Still moving a few numbers around in there, but that's in there. Yeah. We're on Covenant 3 today, which if we win, not only will the heck yeahs get paid and some internet points there, but we can start doing Covenant 4, which Covenant 4 adds new mechanics to the non-flying bosses, and that can get real interesting. Yeah, Mix will generate new cards for Incant. They can be very good for firing off Incants.
Ooh, wait, I should have done. I love the undo button. I love this one. Okay. Okay, sorry. This guy, when he dies, I do not get anything. Right? I don't get an equipment card when this guy dies. Just so
correct.
I'm clear.
Yeah,
okay,
there's
so
no
this
graph
guy
on him.
does better in the back.
Right.
But okay, when he can't, there's extra unstable that gets applied. And I don't want this guy to die too fast.
Right.
Got some new followers. Thank you so much. Trench 87. Just gonna keep.
Right. And also the team itself, we have a lot of our own little polish we want to do, and at some point, Yellow's got to ship a game, and you know, hopefully keep working on it after. If Cub 4 adds mechanics to non-flying bosses, this is a higher Cub add new mechanics to flying bosses. Flying bosses generally already have like a pretty dense amount of mechanics, and so they don't add more, but they do get more stats. That said, also they do get a buff when you are trying to access the true final boss, which does exist, and we may or may not show that even on stream. We may just let you all discover it at launch. Love the shout out to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy in the blog post. Yes, yes. Brian, I believe, is a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Responds with 3 of those. Who designed this way?
Who indeed?
Who indeed?
Okay, so I gotta put one here. Well, actually, wait. Maybe I can kill? No, I can't. Okay, one moment.
You want to just win one turn.
I do want to win just one turn.
You can't even let him have an extra turn.
And I don't want to. I don't want to take any damage. Oh. Ooh, wait. I have this.
Yep.
Yes,
yep.
I forgot about this.
That.
All right. Die. There we go. Beautiful.
There we go.
This guy doesn't even matter if he doesn't take any damage.
Combustion Suit. I like the art on that card.
Ooh.
One of my faves.
Rooms would be
Okay,
nice.
good.
Ooh, this one. Okay, so let's see. Which one should I do? Combustion Suit or Electricity Chamber? I haven't really been doing Reanimate, but.
Right. But it does it on Summon. You don't have a lot of rooms right now.
But apply unstable 5 to enemy units might be nice. So this is all enemy units? Or just the one that I attack?
I believe it's all.
Really? Alright, well that's an easy.
Yeah, on the floor, like everything is.
Daxie asks, how many playtesters do we have, and then there's a way to become one? I don't know if we're necessarily adding new ones right now. We have probably 30 to 40. We do add them over time, though, so really a good way is to participate in Discord, which I believe you're on Discord, hanging out and chatting. Just being in the community, and, again, hopefully post-launch as we kind of, get to do new things. That's the goal, fingers crossed, right? Depending on how it goes, but we hope it'll go well. We'll definitely introduce more, because we generally want kind of fresh eyes on the things we're developing.
Okay, I promise I'm not going to do the event, but I don't need to heal, and I don't want to get rid
Oh, it's fine.
cards. Okay.
Just be very...
Oh, no, okay. Alright. Holdover. Yes, that would be good. Holdover.
Alright, there's more questions. So many good questions. Okay. Asif Bago, in deployment phase, can we see a silhouette of the upcoming monsters? It sucks placing your units and finding out the flying boss is spawning on the same floor. The flying boss especially has been a question on our mind. We haven't done anything about it yet. I was actually, and so here, I'll throw this out, Chet, you can help us decide. I was actually wondering if you should always spawn the flying boss on a specific floor. I think that could be just a little more clear, you can learn it. Maybe it all spawns on the top floor, the middle floor, the bottom floor. Not sure which one, but that was one option. So you at least could know which floor flying bosses will show up on the first turn and deal with it appropriately. The alcove, says Trench. Yes, we're not clicking on alcoves because we are on basically a real live dev build. This has all sorts of content in it, including content we have not yet shown off. You'll angrily rant about it for 3 years. We're the game dev. We decide, yes, this is the relationship. I have to respect that we make the decisions, and
okay.
That means someone's always a little sad about it.
I don't love this. I don't love this one at all. Okay, let's see. You really need.
Oh yeah, you got so much space on these floors.
I know. I should have done. I feel like I should have made some other decisions in life and in this, but that's.
Here we are. You're on battle 7, huh? All right, speedrunners. We had some fun speedrunning on Monster Train 1. It was really enjoyable to watch. Will there be a way to counter corrupt? Usually the way to counter it is armor or healing over time. We try to make it so it sort of stacks up slowly in most cases. So probably no more changes than that. I believe we still have a cleanse artifact as well. I would have to check, but there could be a little more cleanse available. Negative, less than 1 minute covered COVID 25 speed run, says Amphid. Exactly.
Yeah, at least this guy won't do so much damage. No, I don't.
I believe it was Inferno was a good way to speed run. Just get a really good Inferno and blast your way through. Valor helps against corruption. taking any damage.
I'm a little bit worried. And maybe a lot
June
worried.
Krill also did less than 1 minute COVID and 25 runs, but mostly by dying in ring 1. There you go. On a technicality. More impressed when you win. Yes.
Ooh, I don't like this.
Yeah, there's so much hit points up there.
Okay, I am really displeased. So displeased. I don't...
Uh-oh, we're just panicking now.
I don't appreciate this one bit. I feel like I should restart this battle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't like this at all. Dexy asks, is the game going to be easier to mod than Monster Train 1? Did you already answer that? Sorry,
I've not already answered
Okay.
it. So, not at launch. It will probably be somewhat similar. We'd like to do more. The game structure just is not super set up for it. But I know people are already kind of getting in there and modding things anyway, even with it being hard. We love mods, but there's just so much of this game to build that we had to keep our team focused on making all of the core content. So something we'd love to do again post-launch is to kind of get in there and make it a little bit easier. But at launch, it will be the same or maybe a bit more challenging even than Monster Train 1. Just because it's not a super big focus. Again, we love it, but we got to make sure the core game is great. But I also know people are in there anyway. And they're doing it. We can't stop them, and we would not stop them. We love it. Man, we're so chunky.
Well, now I had the exact same layout the first time I did this battle. Okay, so
What's that
these
front
guys...
unit? I'm going to write a quick note. Just
This one?
no, the one.
Oh,
that.
makeshift golem?
Thank you. Amphid says we're already seeing 3 or 4 clans modded into the demo. There we go. Folks going wild already.
Oh, that was terrible.
I got so much hit points. Who designed this game?
It's awful. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I think what I want to do, I want to put power gel, I want to get this, I want to try to get that. And let's do this. I'll take 200. Kill this guy, maybe.
Most Sack asks, beginning a new run, you have only 2 options for upgrades out of the 3 options, I assume, for your champions. This made you re-roll a lot. Is that our design? What's our design philosophy? I mean, we also have random artifacts and other things. I definitely, hear what you're saying. I was like, oh, there might be one thing missing. Our kind of philosophy is that re-rolling, if that's, it's up to you how you want to play. If you want to re-roll, totally fine. Kind of look for something. Randomness is also a key part, and rolling with randomness is the key part of the game. For example, with daily challenges, you can't re-roll, and everyone has the same choices, and you have to kind of play with one that you're maybe not used to playing with, and that's good. And then also, obviously, we have win streaks as well to sort of encourage rolling with what you get. So we do like to have reasons to roll with punches, and we do like randomness, even though champion upgrades are a little narrower than maybe other features. Are there going to be any female characters with more muscular bodies? That's a good question. Hef is the one, and I'm trying to think, and if I can do things without spoiling anything. I think our event does not currently allow you to recruit her, but there are some thoughts there. I can say that for now. But that's the character that has got the most lady muscles. And she's still around. She's still in the world, and we're doing stuff there.
I'm just going to take that damage. I've decided.
Hef. H-E-P-H. Yeah, I think her event's not in the demo. But I do think right now she's not playable in the current version of the game. There's things where she will. Yeah. And of course we have the angels as well. Even though they aren't quite as... Yeah, fell. Exactly.
Oh, she's got the demo event? Okay, yeah. Like, I think we didn't get her playable in this one, but we've been doing some updates to her character. And we'd love to get her playable. Let's say that.
Oh god, these guys have to reanimate, so I won't survive if I don't kill these guys.
Oh, gee. I look away for a second. I start answering questions. Get distracted thinking about Hef, and here we are. You are getting yourself in trouble.
I am getting myself in trouble. This is not good. Wow, I really, really don't like this one bit. I already used up my, and it's almost 1. And I don't like this. I really don't like this.
I don't think we should be starting battles on stream at least. You know.
Maybe.
But we could
No,
wrap it up here and let you restart.
No, I'll just. Oh right, because we can't do the end screen.
We can't do the end screen. We
Okay,
shouldn't.
okay,
Just
okay,
for.
okay.
It's probably fine.
Okay,
I'm
so
just
I think
nervous.
that this is. I'm definitely gonna die. These got 2
Okay,
reanimates.
all
They're
right.
gonna die.
Yeah.
So.
All right, we'll call it here. We'll let you. Oh no, you were rolling too.
I was rolling. I
Just
don't think so.
Couldn't quite close it. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, well, we'll call it here. Obviously, like we said, every week we're going to be streaming until launch, basically.
Yeah.
Or maybe the week before launch, you and I, we're going to be out of town. I think right before launch, but maybe someone else will do it. Otherwise, yeah, we're going to be
Or
showing
they'll
new
just
stuff.
have to sit with the mystery.
Or
and like not have to just like
there
sit
will
with the
be mystery.
anticipation. Yeah,
100%.
or, like, yeah.
Right, sit with the anticipation.
Yeah, sit with the anticipation.
Play the demo a little more. We are going to be, it sounds like we are definitely updating the demo, so I will say that as well. More news on that to come soon. So y'all will get an updated version. Not really any new content, but we're adding a lot of polish, a lot of balance, a lot of tweaks that we've made. And yeah, we'll do it again next week. We'll show off something else new, something else cool.
Yep, absolutely.
Can't wait to see the last clan in action, says Demon Fang. So, you know, same with us. All right.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining. It was really nice to see everyone. Thank you also for the really great questions in the chat. And like you said, new sneak peeks and stuff coming soon. If you haven't already, if you've somehow ambled from the randomness of the internet and you don't know what this is Monster Train 2. You can play the demo now and wishlist it on Steam. Also, definitely come say hi on in Discord. We love it. Monster Trade, I love this game. Thank you so much. And I'm gonna go, I guess, lose this run.
Great, or win.
Or
win.
win.
You're gonna have to update
or
us.
Keep
you know?
up. Yeah.
Post in Discord if you win.
You know, and also.
Or lie.
This video will also be on YouTube for those who are replay or like watchers or something. I don't know. Seems like there's a lot of feelings about watching on Twitch, so we'll see.
Maybe one day we'll start streaming on YouTube.
Yeah,
who knows?
well, who knows?
See. We're not going to change anything right now. We got a flow, but you know, we'll see. All right.
All right. Well, thank you so much. See you next time.
Talk to y'all
Bye,
later.
everyone.